Good day, everyone. I am Clariza Mae Baloring from STI College, Surigao. We all know that pandemic has made an enormous change in the country and in the whole world, from our lifestyle down to our life status. Life status, in a way, marginalized people became even more. One time, I was asked by one of a friend of mine how my life changed during the pandemic. And well, I will give you an overview of my current life status in this global crisis. But before that, let me ask you a question. In 1 to 2 words, how will you describe your life in the month of May? And or not just in the month of May or your life in the time of pandemic, in this time of pandemic. How will you describe it in 1 to 2 words? If you ask me, my answer is this: a spinning wheel. Why spinning wheel? Because life revolves around numerous choices or myriad problems or varieties of feelings and emotions, and whenever that point stops, I have to deal with it for the rest of the day. So, my life really looks like a spinning wheel as for me. But how about you? How do you describe your life? Now, why did I ask that question as well? If you see these pictures, both pictures here, I want you to look at the mirror and reminisce all the events that happened into your life and seek for the meaning on it. Look for the learnings that you gain, and then you have to apply it in the future or in the present. That is what I am trying to do here, guys. So, as for me, I'll be confessing and sharing my life to you. And um, in the month of May, as an overview of my current life updates, let's have this one first. Life of a working student. Shout out to all the working students out there. I am very proud of you. You are so strong and bold, and keep it up. Keep up the good work, and will be successful in life in the future. I hope so. I am also a working student. I worked as a tutor. Before that, I am supposed to be working as a sales lady, but since the cockpit were closed due to the pandemic, so I have to find another ways, and I landed into this kind of job. Um, the the school setup made changes from traditional to online or modular learning, and here in Bislig City, all elementary and secondary levels are in modular setup. That is why most parents were seeking tutors to guide their children, and I was luckily hired by one of our senior high school teachers to be one of his employees, and I accepted the job because I badly needed money. So that is me. Next is a sweetened shrimps with oyster sauce. This is so delicious, guys. Before, due to the pandemic, we were eating organic and natural food like sari-sari, pako, and all the vegetables out there that you can eat. We ate it all. But I was awed upon seeing my father cooking this food because it's one of my favorites, and it's been a long time since I had eaten this. So I just want to flex this one. We ate this, I think, on May 13th or 14th, if I can still remember. Next, I also want to share my nightmares because we all have nightmares, right? And this nightmare of mine is the worst nightmare that I had that I would never want to remember. In my dream, my both of my parents died in a sudden, and I was really mourning, and I felt it was so real that I told my mother, and that made me change. My whole life changed. My treatment to them changed because of that. Because I didn't want that to happen, and I want to share this because my mother told me that if you have a worst nightmare, you have to tell it to somebody so that it won't happen in real life. So I am sharing this one to you, and I have here my quote from Philippos Syrigos: My best dreams and worst nightmares have the same people in them. My best dreams are to make my family happy, and my worst nightmares is losing someone I love. And both of them are my families. Those are the same people on them. So we have here the Mother's Day celebration. We celebrated it on May 15th. The Mother's Day celebration is supposed to be May 9th, but I have my busy schedules. I have my tutorial sessions, and my brother was sick at that time. He had a severe fever, but no worries, it's not COVID. So, we ended up celebrating it at May 15th, and I was just so happy looking at my grandmother and my mother. This is my grandmother and this is my mother here. I am so happy looking at them, very happy and very surprised with what we did, and we just love them. They're both the most incredible women in our lives, and we are proud of them. And you have to be proud of your parents too. Next, Miss Universe 2020, this most confidential of all the confessions that I'll have. This happened on May 17th, 2021, and our representative at this time is Rabea Mateo. This is on her national costume. There are people out there, our fellow Filipinos, kept on bashing on her, but we don't need to do that because, as for me, a cancer to the society are the ones degrading their own races. So let's not degrade. Instead, let's uplift the our fellow Filipinos competing for our nation and not degrading them. Next, we have here a Sanggipsal birthday party. It was Sancho's birthday party, and this is one of my most memorable events in my life. What makes it memorable is not the bondings that we had, but the talks. That it's not the party that we had, but the talk that we had on this time, because I felt like I realized how matured we are, how grown up we are. Before we kept on before when we were together, as I can remember, we were in senior high school back then. When we were together, we kept on gossiping other people, one of my classmates or one of my teachers. And then this time I was shocked upon hearing words from them about some grown up stuffs, like when will we get married, when we get the job, when will we travel. That's what makes it memorable. Next, we have here my chuti's graduation day. Oh, I'm very proud. This is Jello, my chuti. I am his tutor. This is me. Obviously, I was invited to attend his dinner party. It was his graduation. I think it's May 2023 that time, and then it was his graduation, and I was invited, and I am very proud of him because I saw his determination to finish the module, to answer his module. That's why he graduated with honors, and I'm so proud of him. And I just want to share this to everyone who are currently in torture or in pain upon having their studies. Keep it up, guys. Keep on going, because someday we will be able to achieve our dreams. Next, we have this would be my final confession. We have here the quote from Atticus. Depression is being colorblind and constantly told how colorful the world is. And yes, I undergone a severe depression this month of May. All day I was just lying on bed, sleeping, and then crying, and then binge eating. That is how depressed I am. Something triggered me. He broke my trust. And for me, trust is the most difficult thing to gain and be healed. And if you already gain the trust from someone, please value it, please reminisce it, please treasure it, please take good care of it, because once it gets broken, it will never be healed totally. It would remain as a scar to someone's heart, and that depressed me so badly. And I have my studies, and then the depression came. It was just so hard to deal with it. And if you guys knew someone who who are depressed, um a simple talk would help, a simple hug would help. You just need to listen to them, and then talk about life, talk about happiness. I guess that would be the end of my discussion and my presentation. I hope you learned something. Thank you and good day.